Hello, and welcome to CMG Music Tuition. We're going to talk about a little concept today called voice leading. Now, what voice leading is going to help you do is you're going to be able to make the minimal movement for the maximum effect. You're going to see the mechanics of harmony with very little effort, and you're going to be a better all-rounded musician. So let's go to the next page, and you're going to ask yourself a question here. Why do I need music theory? I hear this a lot. Well, the simple answer is you don't, and you can get by without it and you'll be okay. But let's look a little deeper and ask ourselves quite seriously, why do I need theory? Let's ask ourselves a couple of questions, maybe that'll answer it. Why do you need a mechanic to understand how an engine works? Well, quite simply, he's not going to know what the problem is. He's not going to be able to fix it. Why do you need consonants and vowels to read a book? Well, you're going to be constantly filling in the blanks, and maybe the blanks you're filling in aren't really correct or true. And why do you need the triggers on a games controller? I know a lot of people are going to understand that. Well, you're not going to be able to play the game, are you? So we're going to be talking about a 2 minor 7 chord, a 5/7, a 1 major 7, and a 3 dominant 7. Let's talk about what they mean. In a heptatonic scale, that's major and minor scale, we have 7 notes, and we call these degrees. If we're talking about a C major scale, we have the notes from 1 to 7, C, D, E, F, G, A, B. If we're talking about G major, we've got the notes G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. So a 2 minor 7 is a minor 7 chord built on the 2nd degree. A dominant 7 chord is built on the 5th degree. A 1 major 7 is a major 7 chord built on the 1st degree. We can also call this the tonic note. And a 3 dominant 7 is a dominant 7 built on the 3rd degree. So we're going to look at the key of G major. Bing, bling, 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 bling. So let's go to this little table I made out. We're going to look at the chord A minor 7. All of these chords have got 4 notes. We've got A, we've got C, we've got E, and we've got G. We're going to draw a line. We're going to go to our next. I recommend you write it out like this. We got D dominant 7, we've got D, we got F sharp, we got A, and we've got C. Draw another line. We got G major 7, we got G, B, D, and F sharp. And then our last chord, we've got E dominant 7, which is going to bring it really nicely back to the start. We got E, G sharp, we got B, and we got D. So the whole top line of these notes here are called the root. Then we've got the 3rd, we've got the 5th, and we've got the 7th. So with this concept of voice leading, we want to make the minimal amount of movement in order to get to the next chord. So you can see the A minor 7 there has an A and a C, and the D minor 7 has an A and a C, so they don't have to change. So A stays the same, C stays the same. So then the only 2 notes we have to move E down to D and G down to F sharp. Now on a guitar or a piano in your voice, that's the smallest movement possible to get from that chord to the next. So the same's going to happen for the D7. We've got the D in the G major 7, and we've got the F sharp in the G major 7. They're going to remain the same. So then the G has to come down to the A has to go down to G, and the C has to go down to B. So then we got the G major 7 chord, the B's going to stay in the E dominant 7, and the D's going to stay in the B dominant 7, or the E dominant 7. And then when we come back round full circle, the E is going to go to the A minor 7 chord, and the C and the A are going to change. And the G sharp's going to go down to G. So, habit makes us do the same thing over and over and over. So if you're playing chords from the chord book, if you're playing from tabs, if you're constantly thinking music as being rigid like that, you're not going to learn anything. So you got to try and play in your head first. You got to try and visualize this voice leading concept, and then go to your instrument rather than just let your fingers do the walking, okay? And then you'll learn so much more with such a little effort. So, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.